The updates on what went on this weekend, hey, man. I tell you what, I heard some tragic news today about Kobe Bryant, man. Uh, I got all kind of Kobe pictures here in my man cave here, but man, I mean, it's I don't know what to say about that. It's tragic, man. I mean, he's a legend. He's a legend, man. He goes on in history as a legend. Man, I just go back and look at YouTube and look at some of his games, man, because the dude's a legend, and I feel for his family. Pray for his family. I think one of his daughters passed away, so I don't. It's tragic. It's tragic, and but it's life, man. Things happen. Everything happens for a reason. I don't know the reason. I'm not God, but just pray for his family. The legend is gone, man. So uh, yeah, just that's been on my mind all evening. But I got to get through this. We'll talk about Harvest Prep. Harvest Prep came out victorious the other night. They beat Fairfield Christian. Let me read what they said in This Week Community News. This is on the 25th. After becoming Harvest Prep boys basketball program all-time leading scorer last winter, C.J. Anthony reached another milestone on January the 17th. C.J. scored his 2,000 career point on the three-pointer with 6 minutes, 23 seconds left in the second quarter, and went on to score 25 more points to finish with 32. The guy is a scoring machine, man. I mean, that's what in my opinion for the game and his team as they beat Zanesville Bishop Rosecrans 63-51. CJ said it feels amazing. It's a great experience. I think people are kind of more excited for me than I am for myself right now. So I feel great seeing everyone happy and also every getting the win as a team win. CJ, who was the Division III State Player of the Year last season, as the Warriors won the Division State Championship, and they guided the team to a 12-2 start that included a 6-0 beating. That includes being 6-0 in the Mid-State League Cardinal. CJ is averaging 25.2 points per game for Harvest Prep, which entered the game ranked first in the Division III state polls, while Rosecrans was second in Division IV state polls. Kudos to CJ, man. CJ is a baller, man. This guy's a baller. Shout out to his dad if he's listening. Shout out to his whole family, man. Good people. Love those people, man. Let me just give you the box scores right quick. Harvest Prep beat Fairfield Christian, like I said last night. They beat those guys 101-49. 49. I mean, me personally, I like competitive games. I like games that go down to the wire. The fans are all electric. I mean, this game here was straight boring. I hate to say it, man, but I like competitive games, man. I mean, I believe the second unit could have beat the first unit of Fairfield Christian. That's just my opinion. We all got our opinions. You got yours, I got mine. But my opinion is I think the second unit could have beat this first unit. Man, they showed no gut. They showed a little. They was a little gutsy, but they weren't that fiery. I mean, it was like, man. I mean, everybody was scoring at will, offensive rebounds. I mean, it was like Harvest Prep was just having their way with these guys. Let's just give you scores right quick. Like I said, for Fairfield Christian, Jaden Akers had 12. Blaine Keener had 6. Cameron Collins had 6. Nate Steele had 12. Sam Rauch had 4. Ben Smelser had 2. Wyatt Schultz had 2. Andrew Keener had 2. And Hoople Hoppler had 3 points. And that was a scoring for Fairfield Christian. They had 2 guys in double figures. They both had 12 points. But for Harvest Prep, C.J. Anthony topped out with 36 points, and he had 7 3-pointers. Brian Beavers had 6. Malachi Henry had 19. Good game for Malachi, man. I'd like to see him up there in the 15 to 19, 20-point range and scoring, man. We need that second score. when you get down to crunch time. And it's getting down there. March Madness is right around the corner. So we need those guys to be clicking on all cylinders. Mario Davis had 5. Kenneth Sykes had 9. Nicholas Harris had 6. Jordan Walker had 12. Darren Cunningham had 5. And ZYU Zawan Hudson. Yeah, that's I know who that is. He had 3 points. He hit that first 3-pointer, and that guy was excited. Man, he was excited. Harvest Prep. Let's just go to the schedule. Remaining games. Let's look at this right quick. Friday, January 31st, Harvest Prep will be at Fisher Catholic. Saturday, February the 8th, they will be at Burn Union, 7:30 tip-off time. Tuesday, February the 11th, they will be Middlesport will be at Harvest Prep, and Friday, February the 14th, which is Valentine's Day, they have to go to Zanesville to have a rematch with Bishop Rosecrans again. So, I mean, let's go through this again. I mean, I'm looking at this right quick. Let's see here. Harvest Prep, Fisher Catholic, that's a win. Harvest Prep, Burn Union, that's a win. Harvest Prep, Middlesport, that's a win. Harvest Prep, Rosecrans, that's a win. I mean, I just say it like that. I mean, it is what it is. So, with that being said, look at the rankings in the Mid-State League Cardinal. Harvest Prep overall 14-3. Rosecrans is 13-1. Burn Union is 11-5. Fisher Catholic is 10-7. Middlesport is 7-9. Fairfield Christian is 2-15. They really showed it last night. Grove City Christian is 2-14. But the conference standings read like this: Harvest Prep is 8-0. Bishop Rosecrans is 6-1. Burn Union is 5-3. Fisher Catholic is 5-3. Middlesport is 2-5. Fairfield Christian is 1-7, and Grove City Christian is 0-8. They have not won a game in the Mid-State League. Yeah, that's Harvest Prep for you. Kudos to the win. Shout out to Coach Dennis, getting those guys ready for playoff basketball. But speaking of basketball, I was at the Jared Sullinger Play-by-Play Classic, which I always get the invite from my good friend Jeremy Treatment. Jeremy, if you're out there, shout out to you. I didn't stay. I did like 4 games, and I left and did the Harvest Prep game. So, with that being said, the game of the day, I think, was Pick Central and Walnut Ridge. The recipe for Pick Central, fourth quarter comeback against Walnut Ridge on Saturday night in the Jared Sullinger Play-by-Play Classic was simply enough. They had enough recipe to beat these guys. We hang our hats on defense and rebounding. Tiger coach Eric Kruger said. We got some stops. We got into transition a few times. We got things turned around pretty quick. Pick Central erased a 15-point halftime deficit to come away from the Ohio Dominican with a 63-56 victory that could prove to be pivotal in its long-term success. That could be true, because if you beat Walnut Ridge got some ballers, man. I mean, but Pick Central got some ballers too. So, I mean, everybody. This is the time that everybody needs to bring their A game, including Harvest Prep. I mean, the 4 teams I just mentioned. Anything can happen. So a player can get hurt, God forbid, but that could be a shift. You know, I mean, anything can happen. So you got to bring your A game every night. You got to bring your A game, or else you go get bounced. Who's the number 1 team in college basketball? And I mean, everybody. Kentucky's lost. Look at Ohio State. They was number 2 in the nation. They the last team in the Big Ten. I don't know what happened to them. Kansas, man. I mean. There's no legit number 1 team. North Carolina has lost. I mean, anybody can lose on any given night. So you got to bring your A game. In the loss, Vaughn Cameron Davis had 22 points and 20 rebounds to pace Walnut Ridge, which is 13-3, and Kavion Ross had 15 points. This guy's a beast. I watched him play, and he's going to be the second. He is the second go-to guy. He's got a 3-pointer. I mean, he can take it to the rack. He can post up. He got the size. He can do it. Newark beat Whitehall 59-52. Newark converted on all four fast break points layups in the final 2:30 to beat Whitehall. Drew Bellinger had 14 points. Bobby Crenshaw had 12, and Jalen Woods had 11 to pace the defending district champions, Wildcats, 15-2, who only had 39 field goal attempts but shot 56.4%. Whitehall is a really long and athletic, and they are a little quick like us, and they take pride in themselves. Newark coach Jeff Quakerbush said. They really forced us to run our half-court offense, and we just kept fighting. They just said we just kept fighting back, and they won. They actually won. Kevon Wiggins had 15 for Whitehall, and Teddy Brown had 13 to lead the Rams, which is 9-6. Another game, Jonathan Alter, 59, Reynoldsburg, 34. This was kind of like a blowout, man, because I'm watching this game, and I'm like, I mean, are you going to make it competitive? I mean, I don't even want to talk about that game there. I mean, I sit there and watch that game, and I say, come on, Reynoldsburg got to do better than that. Dublin Coffin, 64, Opposition, 47. Thomas Worthington, 67, Northton, 38. Jalen Sullivan had 34 points and walked away with the MVP in an event bearing his uncle's name. The Sullinger. This is Jerry Sullinger Classic. Hilliard Bradley, 46. London, 38. Matt Akuko had 9 of his team-high 14 points down the stretch, allowing Bradley, 15-1, to pull out on a defensive contest with London, 10-7. Trey Woodward led London with 15 points. So, I mean, that's the boys that went on yesterday. And then for the girls, here's the shocker. Newark, 56, Alpha Century, 55 in overtime. Emma Shoemate hit a buzzer-beating three-point in overtime as Newark, 18-2, escaped a road victory over Alpha Century, 14-3. In the non-league, as Shoemate had 22 points, including 18 at halftime. Samaki Walker led Alpha Century with 18 points, 9 boards. Her jumper in the lane with 3 seconds remaining in regulation tied the score at 46. But that last-minute shot, man, was like money. They were showing the replay on, I guess 270 Hoops was there. Shout out to Zach Fleer. Good dude, man. Love Zach, man. I wish I could help him. He has a staff now. They cover all they cover all of Central Ohio's basketball, and I love it, man. I love it that somebody can actually. I mean, you can find out about any high school here in the Central Ohio Columbus area, Columbus and surrounding areas. Just go to 270 Hoops. That's why they call it 270 Hoops. I mean, they cover all the schools around 270 and sometime outside 270. And I love it, man. I like it. So that's all I have for you today. We're bringing you more updates. Sorry I don't do podcasts like I used to. I'm not able to get to the game like I used to because of my work schedule. But when I'm free and I can get to the games, I will give you the update. With that being said, thank you. Shout out to OSHAA, Jerry Snodgrass, Tim Shreed, and all the guys that make up the OSHAA staff. We salute you. Shout out to Coach Dave Dennis and the athletic department at Harvest Prep. And thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for tuning in. And with that being said, guys, I got 2 fingers up. That means peace. I'm out. I'm walking away.